Welcome to Crawl or No Crawl. This is Carolyn Holzman, and today is February 24th. Day number 539, if you keep track of the indexation research project. And right now, what I am doing, I'm confining the content indexation test to a test site that has been designated as with the desktop as the primary crawler by Google. That's in Search Console. Now, for anybody who doesn't know what your site is, what Google has designated it, you can Google how to find the primary crawler of my site. And as recent as this morning, it was the first result below an ad. I'll put the link in the description. And understand, your designation does not mean that your site is only crawled by mobile or desktop bots. It just means that the data inside your Search Console has been compiled data by that crawler. So it just means if you have in this case, your primary crawler is desktop, it means the data that you're seeing in there, all that data was compiled by what got handled by desktop bots. Okay? All right. As best we can tell, right? So now looking at this, you can find this data on American Way Media, and you would just search for Google Index Detector. It's the top result. Pretty much weather tools are back to normal this morning, and there were grumblings of lots of movement as indicated by tools, where people checked manually and found that everything was fine. Now, there's been 4 new Chrome build on bots between February 10th and the 22nd. So we've had 4 new bots show up in 13 days. Now we're back to where we would be with a new Mobile 25, that's my name for it, that's being tested before we see the desktop version of that same Chrome build. So for some inexplicable reason, as you can tell, there has been new content findable on the desktop crawler test site, and that was for the February 22nd test, and that was 2 days from the crawl, index, and serve. So if I didn't know better, I would kind of say like it was like old times. Now, testing both the simple and the JavaScript keywords in quotes when I search for them in Google continues to be fruitful. Either, I guess by slowing down the process on the desktop crawler compiled data sites, that's a mouthful, it helps to see, where the cracks are because the lights can shine through. Now, we've speculated before that being indexed and being findable are 2 different expressions or states of a page in Google. This data very much supports that observation. Server log evidence confirms that Google has crawled and render crawled, all tests. Pages make it from the crawl system to the index system, and Search Console confirms it. And now by searching for test keywords in quotes, which I had not done before, we're able to find the test pages. So at that point, we could say that we have some confirmation data that keywords are being assigned. Now, by searching for the JavaScript test keyword and finding it in quotes, confirms that Google has completed a render pass or a second pass of that test. And since that's the first time those letters would have appeared next to each other in order, that's how come I can say that. So there is apparently a state between being findable in what we would call the supplemental index by searching them and finding them with quotes, and being findable by their keywords in the primary index when we don't have to use quotes. So I'm not quite sure what to call that. It's like a limbo state. But for now, it's designated in this data log here, the index detector. I'm using pink. Where are we? Pink here, a dusty rose, you might say, in here. And then I'll be using orange over here. But for today, we've got green and red. Now let's look at the bot report real quick. This is where I look at the individual test sites, and literally count which version of the bots come. So the mobile, yesterday when the weather was high, mobile had a decent amount. And the desktop, I kind of did a little something to it, and it seems to have really triggered a bunch of crawls. Now, where my eye goes here is certainly since the 22nd. You look at these balanced crawls like Googlebot 24, MobileBot 24. And yesterday, Googlebot 24, MobileBot 24. So there's developing a certain degree of symmetry to that. And we can see like MobileBot 25, that's pretty much like a bad bot, I guess. It went very, very quickly from 25 to 26. So something may have happened here, and now we're just living in 26. Okay, well, that is pretty much it. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments. I do respond. And it's been pretty quiet. You guys stay quiet, so will I. Bye.